Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Anastasia, the Oily Mommy, and at this channel we talk about business tips and oil tricks for the busy mom. And today we are talking about Melaleuca, aka tea tree oil. I believe this is an oil that most people, even if you've never heard of essential oils or you're barely have heard of essential oils, you have heard of tea tree oil. You probably heard from your mom or your grandma some ways that you can use tea tree oil to just help support the body, to get rid of pesky bugs, as well as to use on the skin, and yeah, lots of benefits. So let's talk about the top properties within tea tree oil. So top properties are it's antiseptic, antibacterial, antifungal, antiparasitic, antiviral, and a decongestant. Okay, a natural decongestant. This oil is safe for neat application, meaning you can just apply it without adding anything else, no carrier oil or anything. But as always, I like to use a carrier oil just because it helps increase that surface area and it helps reduce that lift-off effect that you get, since essential oils are highly volatile aromatic compounds, right? All right, so what are some basic ways that you can use this oil in your daily life? This is gonna be a great one to have on hand for cuts and wounds. All right, you can apply it after you just clean the area, and you can apply it in order to clean the area. I have a great owie spray that I recommend, which is 10 drops of tea tree, 10 drops of frankincense, and 10 drops of lavender. And you can put that in a 2-ounce spray bottle with some fractionated coconut oil, and you can spray that sucker on any little owie that your kids might have or that you might have. If you cut or scrape yourself, that is going to be a wonderful way to help clean and restore and help heal and speed up that healing process of that cut, scrape, or wound. All right, it's also really good for canker sores and cold sores. Nobody likes to get them, but you know, everyone has had them at some point. So you can take that with a Q-tip and apply it directly to that canker sore or cold sore that you need it. It's also really good for a sore throat. You can gargle with some warm water and salt and tea tree oil, and that will really help with that sore throat. A fun fact about tea tree oil, aka Melaleuca, is with 12 times the antiseptic power of a phenol, Australian Aborigines have used tea tree for centuries, often crushing leaves in their hands and inhaling the aroma for colds and illnesses. So this oil has been around forever. we have talked about that, but there's just some oils that are just universally have been recognized and known and used for their properties. All right, some ways that you can practically use this oil continued is going to be for cavities, putting it directly over the infected area. This is going to help. You can just take it with your finger and kind of rub it along that tooth. This is not a permanent way to deal with a cavity, but it is something that in the interim between you being able to get in to see your dentist, that you can actually help and get rid of some of that pain. You can also use On Guard with Melaleuca, and that will really help with reducing some of that pain, that inflammation, and help clean up a little bit of that bacteria that's growing, and at least inhibit the bacteria from being able to continue to grow. You can use this for athlete's foot. Lovely, not so lovely. A great way to do this is to apply it diluted to the affected area. You can also drop it in shoes that are dealing with that. If you have some really just sweaty feet and such, you can put tea tree oil, a drop of tea tree oil in your shoe and in each shoe, and it will just really help get rid of some of that bacteria and odor and that itchiness. All right, it's good for dandruff as well as lice, right? A natural way to deal with that. You can add a couple of drops into your bottle of shampoo, your shampoo of choice. I like to use doTERRA's Protecting Shampoo because it doesn't have any of those bad chemicals in it. It's just a natural shampoo. And then adding a couple of drops of tea tree oil to your shampoo, that's gonna help with that flakiness, that itchiness, that dandruff, as well as help protect against lice. During lice season, lice time for your kids at school, I just basically just drop it on their heads before they leave the house. So lice don't like the smell of tea tree oil. It actually repels them. So that's a good thing. You're not making an environment where they want to be. All right, emotionally, it takes you from feeling unsure to feeling collected. So such a great emotional support oil as well. And that's why I think too, it's just been universally has been used for centuries because it has so many uses to it. I would say lavender, frankincense, tea tree, and peppermint are going to be your top ones that just are just more widely recognized. They're more widely accepted. More people know about them, we use them, but also they just have so many great uses for them for just being a human being and living your life. So tea tree oil, a great one. Also to help with ear discomfort, throat discomfort, things like that. You can apply gunky eyes. You can apply this oil diluted in a roller bottle with lavender. So you can do lavender and tea tree oil. And if your kids or yourself are dealing with like ear pain, ear discomfort, eye gunkiness issues, throat issues, roll this 10 ml roller bottle with your 10 drops of lavender, 10 drops of tea tree, filling the rest with a fractionated coconut oil. Roll that under or around the area of concern. So if it's the ears, behind the ears and along the ears, massaging that in and bringing it down the throat a little bit. If it's the throat, massaging it there, or if it's underneath the eyes, putting it in that area. You can even roll it onto a Q-tip if you want to get more pinpoint and get in that area and to keep it just more sanitary. But remember, never put any oil inside of your eyes, inside of your ears, or inside of your nose. That is never a safe way to use an oil. So we want to make sure that we're using oils responsibly and we're using them in the way that they are meant to be used to help our bodies, to assist our bodies, to support our bodies, but not in any way that's going to bring harm. So tea tree is also one of those oils that I do not recommend you use for longer than 10 days. All right, that is going to put undue stress on your liver. That can put undue stress on other just parts of the body. And so it's a powerful oil. Recognizing that these oils, it's not just placebo effect, they're actually plant-based medicine. And so when you're dealing with plant-based medicine, we need to be responsible and we need to use them responsibly. So not using tea tree oil internally for longer than 10 days at a time, and definitely taking a 30-day break in between that. And that will be, you'll be like really in the safe zone with that, and that's what I would prefer. And that's the way that I like to teach and instruct when I'm teaching when I'm teaching people that I love, my kids, spouse, how to use oils safely and responsibly. So hopefully you found this video helpful. You found some cool new tips and tricks on how to use tea tree oil. Or maybe now you're convinced you want to add this oil into your oil toolbox. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you want more content like this. Ring that bell so that you'll be notified when I have more videos. And just remember, you have to take off that lid. All right, have a good one. Until next time.